Hello, beautiful ones. How are we doing? If you hop on and join me, say hello. I feel I need to apologise. The lighting in here is rubbish today. Do I need to change it? Probably, but I'm not going to. Sorry, lovelies. You've got like half of me in the light, half of me in the dark. It's like a bit of a metaphor, right, of our shadow side. So apologies for the lighting. Anyway, so we are now on day 12, and I should apologise because I'd had a couple of days or a few days break in between, so thank you for bearing with me. But today, and let me just pin this video so we can find it. Saying that, I can't even find it at the moment, so I wonder if you can. Bear with. There we go. Oh, it looks like it's buffering. No, it looks okay. So today, and I feel like I need to give some context behind this. So something that came through for me today during my morning journaling, and it also was something that was dropping through yesterday, but not quite clearly enough, was how I've been working against my brain fog. And I just wanted to, I'm probably going to write a post about this later because it feels like a real insight for me. But one of the things that I've noticed over the past, it's probably been about a year now since my arthritis started flaring back up. And, you know, anyone that's got inflammatory conditions will know there is often a brain fog element that comes with that. So even if that's inflammation of the gut, inflammation of the skin, even things like psoriasis can actually cause brain fog as well. And this has been a real thing for me. Like, I like to be quick. I like to be on it. I like to be bam, bam, bam. Like, I remember like a HR director saying to me, one of the things that they loved about me was the fact that I just get on with it. And it's like, do. And so this descending brain fog that has got thicker and thicker as the months have progressed, as well as like the brain fog that comes from some of the medication that I've been on, has been like this real kind of frustration point for me. And brilliant lesson there, right? It's the lesson of patience and letting go of our identity and who we think we are. And there's freedom that comes when we start to allow those things to drop away. But one of the things that really dropped through for me, like yesterday and then going into my journaling today, is how much I've been fighting with this brain fog. So how much I've been fighting against it. Just like, think harder, Holly, try harder. You know, trying to think my way out of things, or think my way through problems, or think my way through challenges, or whatever's going on, right? Because that's what we're taught to do from a really young age. You use your mind. You know, we really value in our society mental capability. We value things like education. If people have got, you know, doctorates, then they're considered, you know, there's a status that comes with that. And I think we're brought up believing that thinking is the right way. But there, especially as women, we have this, actually I won't just say as women, all of us have this capacity to tap into something else. And that's where we, you know, we see this in Reiki, right? Where we become this channel for not only the healing, but information, for messages, for things that need to come through. You know, sometimes you just know something about a person, or know this thing that's going to help them. And logically, there's no way you can know that thing. And, you know, I know at the beginning of building my business, I lent more heavily into that aspect. I lent more heavily into my intuitive side, into that channeling side, and just allowing the messages to come through. And I think somewhere along the way, a lot more of the mental side took precedent. So yeah, but does that make sense? Is that logical? Is that in line with strategy? You know, that kind of masculine side. We want a balance of the two normally. But I have this sense, and I could be completely wrong, but I'm going with it because it feels right. And it's this sense that actually I need to park the brain right now because it's not working. My brain isn't working. And the more I fight against it, the harder that is. And so I'm leaning more into my intuition. I'm leaning more into that channeling and that trust and that surrender that the right things will come through at the right time. So I had a plan for today's workshop or not even workshop, live lesson this week. And about 5 minutes ago, this sense dropped through of, no, that's not the right thing to be doing today. This is. And because I've made that kind of commitment to myself, I'm just going to trust that. I'm just going to park the thinking because the thinking isn't working right now. I'm just going to trust that. So that is why today we are doing Healing with Spirit. For any of you that have done the Reiki training or any kind of Reiki training or energy medicine or channeling or intuitive work, this is probably going to feel quite natural to you as we go through it, because we're going to be tapping into that spirit, that universal energy, that chi, ki, prana, whatever you want to call it, the Holy Spirit. You can call it what you like, right? But we're going to be tapping into that force that's bigger than us, that energy that's available to us at any given time. And we're going to use that for something that we want to heal within ourselves today. And I hope that sounds good to you. So let me know what comes through for you as we do this practice together. So I invite you to get comfy, get cozy, do whatever you need to do, get a little nest ready. I did debate on doing it from my bed today. And then I thought, I don't think my phone will stand up, but I might do that with you. I've had a couple of lovely meditations recently where it's just been like lying in bed and meditating, and it's been just what I needed. Yeah. So get comfy, get cozy. And as and when you're ready, we're going to come back to that centering point, allowing yourself to come back inside of you. Can you hear that banging outside? I'm just wondering if I need to shut the window. It seems to have stopped, so we're going to go for it. So coming back to that centering point. Maybe taking in a couple of nice deep breaths. Maybe one more. And releasing any tension, any stress on the exhale. And just taking a couple of moments to pay attention to that breath in the hara space or that lower abdomen. You can even place your hands there if that feels good to you. Just coming back to the now, to the present, the sensation of that breath as it fills up the belly. and leaves again, taking anything that doesn't belong within. And I invite you now to set an intention for this practice. So it might be a physical element that you want to heal within you, or an emotional or energetic feeling within you. It might be a relationship in your external world, or a problem that you're facing. Or maybe a situation from the past that you haven't quite let go of. What do you want to heal in this session? Allow that intention to come to you now. And I now invite you to invite in any guides or deities that you work with, any ascended masters or angels. Asking them to help you during this session. And with the intention that you've set. And now we're going to call on the healing universal energy, or however you term that, that healing light or energy that can assist us on our journey, that we can call on anytime. And I invite you to imagine that that light, that energy is coming through the crown of the head, and it's making its way towards the place that needs to be healed, or where that healing needs to take place within you. You don't need to know where this place is. Just observe where that healing light goes. Where is it drawn to? What area of the body does it want to congregate in? And as that energy arrives in the place it needs to be, I want you to just observe. You don't need to do anything here. Just observe any changes in sensation. Any changes in your emotional body. Any changes in the mind. You might have thoughts or memories that come up for you. And we're just going to trust that that healing energy, that healing light is doing whatever it needs to do. For the moment, there isn't anything we need to take part in. We can just allow it to do its thing. You may notice words or phrases or colors. As that energy shifts, what needs to be shifted within. And you might find that that light, that energy, has another destination within the body that it feels drawn to. Allow it to travel to wherever it needs to go. And again, you're just staying open and curious to what emerges from where that healing light goes while it does its work. You may feel called to shift position or change the way that you're sitting. Trust whatever guidance or intuition comes through for you. As you observe that light, you may even see a physical representation of that light doing its work, disintegrating what doesn't need to be there, rejuvenating what does, soothing and relaxing. Injecting positive experiences, positive feelings. And starting to commune with this healing light, this energy now. Asking the question, is there anything you need me to know? Is there anything you need me to know? And just remaining open to any answers. Is there anything you need me to know? Is there anything you need me to know? And feel free to ask another question if there's something specific you need some guidance on. Maybe asking something more generic, like, what's my next step? Where should I be putting my focus? Where shall I put my energy? And allowing that healing light to do a final scan of the body, seeing if there's anywhere else. And that can be whatever layer of the body. So that could be the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body. Anywhere in that realm of the aura. Anywhere else that needs that healing light right now. Allow it to go there and do its thing. And taking a moment to be grateful for the healing that has taken place within you today, for any guidance you received. Maybe a little thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being supportive. Feeling grateful for being looked after. Being grateful for being cared for and knowing that this is available whenever you need it. You can come back to this healing light, this healing energy. And taking a moment to remember everything else you have in your life to be grateful for right now. Everything else that's available to you, no matter how big or small. And as and when you feel ready, slowly opening your eyes, coming back into the room. Maybe taking a moment to just ground back down, notice the feeling of your feet or whatever part of you is in contact with something else. So that could be the chair or bed, floor. Notice that feeling of contact and the gravity that is keeping you connected, keeping you secure. I would love to know what came through for you. I don't mind sharing what came through for me. There was 2 different bits that I wanted to remember, and the second one's coming to me, but the first one isn't, so I'll share the second one. So oh, lovely message in terms of, I think I asked what was my next step. Yeah, what was my next step? And what dropped through was self-compassion, self-kindness. We've got hold of the rest. We've got hold of the rest. And it was like this kind of sensation of, oh, like spirit guide and universe saying, we're taking care of this lot. You don't have to worry about that. You focus on the kindness and compassion of self. And that felt like a beautiful message to receive today. Makes me feel quite emotional. So I would love to know what came through for you. Feel free to reach out, share. Next week, we got another live lesson next week? It's not our workshop next week, is it? Let me just double check for you. On the assumption. Oh no, it is. So Tuesday, 25th of June, we have our Zoom workshop. So our monthly Zoom workshop will be happening next Tuesday, 10:30. I hope to see you there. I would love to see you there, where we will be looking at another practice to support you on this guided journey to becoming more spiritually supported. Support you to feel more spiritually supported. I was going to say something else then. And we will also have space for you to share anything that's coming up for you, share anything that's coming up in your spiritual practice, share anything that's come up for you on this journey. So yeah, would love to have you there. Would love to hear from you. And if there's anything you need in the meantime, please reach out. You know where I am. And I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.